Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you all for being here for today's Spotlight Forum on protecting the future of American democracy, fighting a surge in voter suppression. I'm Senator Alex Padilla, ranking member of the Rules and Administrations Committee here in the Senate, joined by my colleague, Senator Dick Durbin, ranking member of the Judiciary Committee. I'm still getting used to that. I'm used to just calling you chairman. I was spoiled for the prior 4 years. And just one quick word of housekeeping as we set the stage for the hearing. Our Senate Democratic Caucus lunch is just a few minutes from adjourning, so you'll see an influx of members during either our opening statements or your opening statements. There's a lot of interest in the conversation today, one that the majority has no interest in holding at the subcommittee level or at the committee level in either of our committees. But the issues are important to make sure we shed light on them. So looking forward to your testimony, the question-answer discussion portion of it, and a lot of engagement from our colleagues. Now today, just 1 week ahead of the 60th anniversary of the Voting Rights Act of 1965, we're witnessing a disturbing trend of a coordinated campaign, frankly, of voter suppression led by the Trump administration. Their goal is to amplify their false narrative of insecure elections, to justify their power grabs, and to make it harder to register to vote, to stay on the rolls, and to actually cast your ballot. What started with the Trump Executive Order on Election Integrity and the Republicans' SAVE Act has now moved on to the wholesale weaponization of the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice's voting section has reversed their mission statement to drop voting rights protection and prioritize alleged voter fraud. And now, all across the country, the Department of Justice is demanding that states turn over voter rolls, not just lists of names, but a lot of sensitive, private, and confidential information for folks that are registered to vote. In fact, this month, Los Angeles, San Diego, and San Francisco counties, local jurisdictions, were also hit with those requests, a move that looks a lot like they're laying the groundwork for mass voter purges. Their actions are also helping to embolden election deniers outside of the federal government. Just look to this past November, when even after leading her opponent by over 700 votes and winning 2 separate recounts, North Carolina Supreme Court Justice candidate Allison Riggs was forced to defend her victory in court for 6 months before taking office. Now, taking a page from Trump's playbook, her Republican challenger sought to undo the votes of over 65,000 North Carolinians, many of which were cast by military voters serving overseas. Today, even after Justice Riggs has taken her seat, the Trump administration has now taken up the cause and sued North Carolina, threatening to disenfranchise around 100,000 previously registered voters. But the last few months, Trump and his Republican allies have seen the thin margins in the House and can feel the political winds shifting. Instead of running on a record of clawing away health care to pay for tax cuts for billionaires, they're trying to rig the rules of the game. From the South Lawn of the White House, Donald Trump has directed the Department of Justice and state officials to redraw congressional maps in Republicans' favor. Earlier today, I wrote to the Office of Special Counsel requesting an investigation into senior officials for any role they are playing in carrying out the president's partisan scheme. It's a clear violation of the Hatch Act, in my view. So no, the Trump administration is not focused on protecting your right to vote. They're focused on denying it. So colleagues, if we want to defend the future of American democracy, we can't afford to wait until election season rolls around to act. We've got to raise the alarm today by shining a spotlight on the shocking voter suppression efforts coming out of the White House. And for that reason, I'm looking forward to hearing more about each of our witnesses' experiences. And with that, let me recognize Senator Dick Durbin.